Hello, boys and ghouls. How's it going tonight? Today, I give you something truly special. Something that I've been meaning to review for a while. This is Bloodhunt. Created by my good friend Sim Potier, who is an incredible artist. An extremely hard-working comic creator, and an all-round supporter of other comic creators. Oh, Sim will give you advice until his fucking face turns blue. But seriously, it's good advice and you should take it. You know, he's this is his first well, not his first story, but his first comic of this kind of scope, right? This contains 2 chapters. It's I believe 65 pages, something like that. The story follows Vincent. He's an assassin who's betrayed and turned into a vampire, right? His boss sends him to do a job and he gets turned into a vampire because, well, it was all planned out. He discovers this supernatural kind of world, right? The first panel or second panel after he's been turned, right? He sees all sorts of monsters, and there's a demon kind of lizard man thing, asking for change, right? But if he wasn't a vampire, he would have just seen a normal fucking guy. Like, clever stuff like that. It's really good, actually. He settles into his new abilities, which are fucking numerous and really, really well drawn. Like, they're cool. It's cool stuff. So he's out for revenge against everybody. You know, he gains powers by eating stuff, and at some point he eats a fucking werewolf. So I'll let you imagine what that turns him into. Yeah, it's an old school kind of comic. What comics used to be, right? Because this ain't pushing a political message or like, you know, his own ideology. This is just a really cool comic, which is why it's got a lot of one-liners, a lot of action poses, a lot of action scenes. It's wall-to-wall fucking action, right? And sometimes you're in the fucking mood for that. My particular mood for that happens to be high off my ass. But anyways. Oh, God. Yep, I did it to honor you, Sim. I got high. Just kidding, but no, I did, and I read the comic. I don't know, I feel like when I'm high, I'm more susceptible to my childhood kind of wonderment. Like, hey, this is so fucking cool. Holy shit. That guy's head just blew apart. Ugh, the eyeball. You know. Yeah, this is very much not for kids. It's there's titties, there's blood, you know, all the good shit. 80 pages. Sorry. 80 pages is what it is. Black and white, which I actually prefer. Yeah, I actually prefer black and white comics. Call me artsy, call me whatever the hell you want, but I like them. So, it goes without saying that I liked Batman Black and White. That shit was good. What else? Yeah, so since Sim doesn't stop working, he's actually coming out with 2. Actually, one's already out, and his second of that series is coming out. Like, he fucking started a whole other series. Just on a whim, there we go. He had... Okay, compared to what he has now, not to insult him, too much, you fucker. But, like, he had scraps to start with, right? Compared to what he has now in the story and where he was before, he had shreds of a story. He had shreds of a character and what that character was. And he showed me panels and all sorts of concept art for the future of his comic book, which actually is called Nat the Merc, and Tales from the Natverse. Like, Nat the Merc is the I believe it's the first ever that he did, and then Tales from the Natverse is those were the scraps. This is what the main story is. Now, Jesus Christ, I didn't see that. Yeah, he's got merch on his site, and woo, hang on, I'll show y'all what I found. Bam. Holy crap. Look at that. Long sleeve Nat the fucking Merc merch. Yeah, so if anybody's wondering what the story is, Nat the Merc is a spacefaring badass who is allergic to shirts. Yep, little known fact, Sim shared it with me. This is an exclusive. He's allergic to his own shirt. But he's got this super cool arm that's kind of can morph into shit. It's semi-sentient, It's fucking it's the Cadillac of prosthetic arms, really. Actually, you know what? I don't think it's... I think it can change into stuff. But other than that, I don't think there's anything else. Which is, fuck, it's enough. Jesus Christ. So, yeah. Tales from the Natverse. By the way, I am going to be putting his store link underneath. Just because, show the guy some love. He's never known the touch of a woman. I'm kidding, of course. He's got 2 kids, so he jacked off in a cup at least twice. Sorry. I have to get my pot shots in now because I know I'm going to pay for them later. All right. So yeah, already he started his own series. Bloodhunt was a 2-chapter kind of one-shot thing. What he's really interested in is, well, Nat, and he's got like mouse pads and T-shirts and like all sorts of shit. No, he's working his hardest to make it like a brand, right? Like his brand. And I respect that. I respect it. He works hard. he's you know, he's got a lot of determination. I'll tell you that. Like, to the point where he sleeps, eats, and breathes comics. This is the kind of guy that back in the day would have been, would have been fucking putting out, back in the 80s where they put out like 17 comics every fucking month. Yeah, the Sim would be like the only one, the only artist on the floor, and yet that floor generates more comics than the rest of the fucking company. Nah, the guy is, he's a fucking machine. Seriously. But, anyways, that's about as much as he paid me for sucking his dick. There we go. Your time's over, Sim. I'm just fucking around. But, yeah, good friend of mine, good comic, excellent art in it. I mean, the writing it's very action movie-ish, right? One-liners are a thing, and Sim could not be happier for that fact. But everything from the weapon design, the armor, the clothing, the streets. He's given, like, Sim has a very particular style with cars. I find that even, like, especially when he's trying to draw a normal car, like an everyday car, he makes it look like it should be fucking flying through a city with neon lights and fucking, cyberpunk fucking kind of city, but on wheels. And it's a style, and it looks good, man. It fits the rest of the background. It's a demarcation, something that actually, he's got, nobody else has. And that's very important in this industry. But, no, very, very good comic. I enjoyed it immensely. Although, don't take my word for it, I am high. But, wow. I like how I went super low when I said high. Yeah. I keep saying yeah, and I am gonna kick myself in the butt. Fuck. Alright, I'll stop. What else was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. He takes commissions. He's working on 17 projects as he sleeps, right? This is one of the hardest working comic book artists out there. Like, those fuckers that don't, they draw one panel a week and they call it progress, right? But Sim is different. To them it's like, my campaign will get, fulfilled whenever I want, right? Like, it's, fuck you peasants, I already have your money. But Sim is different. Sim actually fulfills. Like, he strives. He pours his sweat, his blood, a little bit of semen even. It's not his. Not sure how the fuck he got it, but I don't ask questions. He really gives it his all. He gives it absolutely 110%. Not because he wants to be better than everybody else, not because somebody's putting a fucking fire up under his ass. No. Sim's a good guy. Sim does it because it's what his readers deserve. It's what his customers fucking deserve. Right? His customers trusted him with their money on a book that was not even made yet. You know? And he likes to reward that trust by actually doing what the fuck he says. So, back this guy up. Seriously, you will not regret it. You are backing one of the next greats. I can assure you of that. You're backing someone that makes comics feel like comics again. For entertainment purposes. Yes, you can have political comics. Sure. But every single issue and every single comic has to have a fucking political message. No. Some comics should be just for fun. For fuck's sakes. Look, I just finished reading Luther Strode. I bought the complete collection. Fantastic book. It's about this little dweeb that gets a book and starts to get buff, but he doesn't just get buff, he gains fucking superpowers out of it, right? Where he can see your movements before... He becomes so in tune with his body that he can see your movements before you fucking make them. And there's a whole organization and blah, blah, blah. It pushes an ideology, sort of, but not... It doesn't stuff it. It hands it to you. It doesn't stuff it down your fucking throat. Right? There's a difference. So, yeah, none of that shit. Sim is just, I want to make an entertaining comic. I want people to read it and say, ooh, that was fun. Like it fucking should be. You know, reading a comic book should never feel like sitting in a fucking dentist chair. Fuck. And he's drilling away at the wrong fucking tooth, but you can't say shit because, well, fuck. Half of his fucking arm is in your mouth. You know, that uncomfortable. But yeah, no, Sim, great guy. Deserves all the success he's had and will have. I'm fucking sure of it. And my paltry little, little video sure as hell ain't gonna get him much of it, but whatever it does get him, he deserves. Thank you, Sim, for entertaining all of us. So, that'll end this video for today. Well, yeah, for today. I look forward to talking to you guys again, giving you the scoop on comics that are good, comics that are meh, and comics that deserve to wipe your ass. There's a lot of those, so buckle up. Anyways, as always, be careful out there.